turn my back, you laughing.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
26. Hey, Delta. 59.
Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Now, he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, you block over here.
On 2nd down, it's Collins. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 50, check. Easy.
53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
Jump out. I got you.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's what I do.
Watch the shift.
Protein spill.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Switch. Switch.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Safarian Jenkins has it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Here we go.
They'll try to run forward with Collins. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
58.
Hey,
take 26.
You got tape.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And with the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
6-man. Check through. He's checking.
Blue draw Corker.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Collins now the lone man in the backfield, 2nd and goal.
Watch the run. Check.
Inside.
They get it to him running left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Alex Collins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Browns' 1st down.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
1st down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blac937's. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. To throw, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Over. Here I come. Check 9, check 3. 218, chop it. Check. Inside. Under 10. Back north. 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card. And now look at him go. The 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 79 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 626.
53 to Mike.
Hey, exit.
Yeah. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Green 18.
59.
Technical. Mike, look at this.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
88.
Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Joe Schobert leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Live.
Check 37. Check.
22 jet bomber.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 41, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
180!
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
18 on the play. And the Browns 1st down.
180. Alert. 81.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
King.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And it's a fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And again, it's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 28-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
180.
Here we go, deep, all day, defense, all day.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's got it open, man. He completes it to Callaway. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Good. 180. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Topper.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It's a part of that. Run.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Seibert's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 56 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Rodgers going to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
319. Stay back.
No. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now here's Hill. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Hill to try again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Hill. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mayfield on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mayfield now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Run.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's taken in by Callaway. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Working out of the gun, Mayfield looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Easy. Alert 3. Alert 3. Go to 50. Hey, you flying over here.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 49. Watch General West. Hey, switch gears.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Bernard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Rodgers throwing here. Oh, no, he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Now Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. The Browns drive about to get started. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a two-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
61, match box, white.
Back to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He's back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. One last shot from Mayfield here to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Rodgers has done it before, but he won't get the connection here, and the ball game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Packers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congratulations on my team. Same packing, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hand on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, 1 now, 11 a.m. Check out, might give her 1 foul, just to tell her it's 1 now. How come?